Hey, everybody. Good to see you. So nice. This is so nice. Yeah. Hey, this is Maticus Valentine Cole. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastico. And welcome back to our Monday Q&A. That's Q&A, not T&A. Perverts, go somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, today's the day where I get to answer some questions that from some of the folks that I know, whether on Instagram or here on YouTube or just hanging around on the street corner going, "Hey, baby, you want a date?" No, I'm not a hooker. Just playing. Okay. But please make sure that for future episodes that you, of course, let me know what you want to ask because I can cover just about every topic except for the dumb ones. Things like why are they called apartments when they're so close together? Because they are. So, whatever. All right, guys. So, but anything else? You want to ask me a little weather, or maybe you want to pick my brain about something like that? And I said my brain, not my nose. Don't be gross. Okay. All right. So, first question is from the lovely Erica at Phoenix Poetry 28. She asks, if you could start your life over, what would you do differently? And I'll be honest, that sounds exhausting because it took me 43 years to get to this point and to start it all from scratch. But if I'm going to be completely honest, which I'm sure that's your preference, um, what would I do differently? Not be a complete dork for the first 20 years. I'm not saying I'd be a dork after 20 years, but after that first very awkward 20 years, all the crap turned into, "Hey, baby." Was that creepy? No. It's charming as shit. Don't hate. Don't lie. Okay. So I would just try to do my very best to be charming and charismatic from day one. But that dork urge can be strong sometimes. Yeah. So there you go. Hope that answers your question, Erica. The next question comes from the lovely Melissa at the girl underscore behind underscore the underscore poetry from Instagram. She asks, what was an early experience where you learned that language has power? Okay, now I really kind of had to think about that because I do agree that language does have power, and most wordsmiths do. Um, but when I have to really kind of think back, it's like when I was a preteen and my smartass was really evolving into something that was my go-to way of communicating, which actually ties into the earlier question. I had my cool moments, but I was a dork. Jesus. But but that smartass got me into fights with students, got me into a lot of trouble with teachers, and but after I got tired of constant drama and just being sent home and dealing with that kind of stuff, for one reason or another, I started using my brain for something other than holding a hat. You know, uh, I started I started really using my mind to get me out of trouble because it's true. If your mouth can get you into trouble, it can get you out. If you just, you know, and uh, and that's when I found that not only language but also inflection was powerful, and that could induce a wide variety of emotions, good and bad. And that was when back in the day when my poetry writing was very um, raw and very new. And when I figured out that ways of speaking could evoke emotion, my interest in not only writing but also performing my poetry on stage increased 100-fold. And I don't know. And I'll just be honest. I feel I've been blessed because I discovered that I do have a gift for it, and it's not one that I take for granted. But it's definitely something that, yeah, it's probably my peak preteens that I pretty much had that figured out. Um, my very last question comes from the lovely Shary Hampton, from Shary Hampton from Instagram, and she asks, "What brings you peace and serenity?" I'm glad you asked me that question instead of a lot of my friends, because a lot of my friends would simply say, "Beer, peace and serenity, vodka, tequila, anything that makes you throw up and forget where you live." That doesn't quite do it for me though, because it's not my thing. But when I'm stressed out, mm, things that taste good typically give me my zen, my moments of zen. Some like to say meditation or a piece of reflection, and that can be the case sometimes. But honestly, a good, quick go to cure for stress, if it's not a good meal, just a glass of chocolate milk. Got milk? Yeah, Dutch chocolate milk. It just tastes good and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel blissful. And that's usually all I need to put my emotional state back into something resembling something good, peaceful, and serene. Because there have been many times where I've just been pissed off, just ridiculously, and just had me a sip of chocolate cow juice and just go, 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 go. So, okay. So chocolate milk, that's my peace and serenity. Thank you, Shary, for the question. All right, you guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by. Um, Please let the shadows stay at your feet and out of your heart. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to be notified when I'm doing something else stupid that you want to see, hit subscribe. And if you're like, "This dude, really?" I gotta tell my friends about it. Share, 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 share. Okay? All right, guys, you have a fantastic day. And I will see you Friday for a new piece of poetry for Poetry Friday. Laters.